I've received a lot of requests to show how to program your songs. After the success of my last video in showing you how to create your own patterns, there was requests about showing how to do a complete song. Now the first thing you're going to have to do with your song is you're going to have to plan your drumming. You're going to have to separate your verses, your choruses, your bridges, your fills, and you're going to have to know how many bars you're going to have for a verse or a chorus. And it calls for some planning. You have to do this planning on paper even before you decide to program anything into your drum machine. What you have to do is you have to sit down and count out how many times you need the various patterns to repeat. Now every pattern, whether it's one that you create or whether it's one that's a preset, is going to have a certain number of bars, and they will repeat until you change them. So you just work out how many bars you need and what patterns you want to do. Now here's a list that I've made. It's very, very fadey. You're not going to be able to see it too good. I should have written it in pen. But basically it says 25A, 38B, fill 38A, 25A. Because remember that each of the patterns is going to have a number. You're going to have an A pattern and a B pattern, and you can also insert a fill. Because even in the user patterns, it doesn't matter whether you're using user patterns or presets, you actually can create an A pattern, a B pattern, and a fill for every single user memory that you have, whether you want to do it or not. We showed you how to create a pattern in the last video, and in this video we are going to concentrate on actually stringing our patterns together. We switch to the song mode by pressing the pattern song button. And since we already have the medley that was playing just now, we're gonna do that from scratch. So we're going to put that into song 1. I have to hold this camera, so I'm sorry about that. What are we going to do here now? We're going to go to song 1, so we just turn that. Actually, let's pick one that's an empty song. Song 2 is an empty song, and notice that it's in the user category. So you have a preset user button and a pattern song button. So you find an unused song, an empty song, and then you press step edit. You could probably record it in real time too, but I always prepare my things on paper and enter them. So we go step edit. So that says step 0 is the end because I haven't yet inserted a step. Notice that the record light is on, so it's actually recording our steps automatically when in step edit mode. So all we have to do now is to find the pattern that we want. So where is the pattern that we want? We can put in 25 by pressing the buttons. There it says 25 pattern A, but it's in the user. We want the preset. So we press the preset user button to change it. So we have pattern 25A as our first pattern. Now what do we want to do? In order to step through our thing, we press the page up button. So we've gone now to step 1. What is the next pattern that we have listed on our paper sheet? It's pattern 38B, and it has a fill. So we press in the numbered thing, we can do it another way too, but to get to the patterns it's probably best to use the numbers 38. So we've got pattern 38, but we want pattern 38B. So we press the B button and notice it changes from A to B. So we've got pattern 38B and we want a fill. So we press the fill button and it adds fill. You have to specify where in the pattern the fill is going to occur. So when we press the fill button, notice it says start at 00001, the first beat. So in this particular case, we've worked out that we want the fill at 1132. That's where we want it to occur. So we press 0, 1, 1, and then we have to, I'm trying to hold the camera with one hand, we rotate the wheel for the small one. So we put in the first one with the buttons and then we will rotate the wheel till we get 32. Okay, so our fill is going to start and play at 11:32, which is what we want. So once we have that, we release that and go on to the next step. It's lots of fun. Don't give up. So you just keep going until you're done. Go on entering steps, and when you're finally finished entering all the steps, how do you save it? Well, you just press the step edit to go back. Now you can save it as no name, or you can name it. So you might want to name it and then save it. So we'll show you how to name it and save it. Or if you want to just save it, because you might not want to name it till the end, but you might want to save it and go and have a snack and come back. So remember, the save is always hold save copy and press record. Save done, right? So it's saved. Okay, here's how you name your song. You press the record setup button and it says name, and notice there's a cursor under the N. You can rotate the wheel to change it to anything you want. So we can go M, and then you can move the page up button to move the cursor. Page up and down, move the cursor along, and rotating the wheel changes the letter. So we go M. Well, let's call it My Song. You can call it whatever you want. Then just press the record setup button again and you're done. And it remembers it. See, there we go. Medley 1, 21st Century, My Song. The empty song automatically changes to no name once you enter information into it. And in another video we'll show you how to insert steps, delete songs, and do all sorts of things. But this should get you going for now. And changing is no problem. You can go back and change any pattern number, A, B, or fill, and then simply resave it. So the only other things that you have to learn is how to insert steps, how to delete steps, and how to delete songs. Thanks for watching, and see you soon again.